I never believed in paranoia, at least, not before I moved into apartment 403. The building was old. Not abandoned old, just tired. The kind of place where walls were thin, lights flickered randomly, and everyone minded their own business a little too much. There were 6 apartments on my floor. I only knew one neighbor. The man next door. Apartment 404. I never knew his name, and I wish I never noticed him. The first night I heard it, I thought I was dreaming. A slow knock. Not on my door, on the wall. Knock, knock, knock. 3 taps, always 3. I checked the time. 2:11 a.m. I sat up in bed, heart pounding, staring at the wall we shared with apartment 404. I waited. Nothing. The silence came back so suddenly that I convinced myself it was just pipes. Or my imagination. I lay back down. The moment my eyes closed, knock, knock, knock. This time closer, more deliberate, like someone knew exactly where my head was resting. The knocks didn't happen every night, but whenever they did, they followed a rule. They only started after I fell asleep, not when I was on my phone, not when I was watching TV, not when I was pretending to sleep, only when I actually drifted off. I tested it. One night, I lay perfectly still, eyes closed, breathing slow. 10 minutes passed. Nothing. My phone screen was still on, I was awake. The moment sleep finally took me. Knock, knock, knock. I woke up gasping. Checked the time, 2:17 a. It was always between 2 and 2:30 a.m. Always 3 knocks, always from the same spot on the wall. I finally saw my neighbor a week later. He was standing in the hallway outside his apartment, tall, thin, too still. His eyes met mine instantly, like he had been waiting. "Hey," I said awkwardly. I live next door, just wanted to ask. Do you hear knocking at night too?" He smiled. Not a friendly smile. More like he was pleased that I asked. "You sleep very deeply," he said. I froze. "I what?" He tilted his head. "You don't wake up easily," he continued. "Most people know." My throat went dry. "How do you know that?" For a moment, he didn't answer. Then he said, "I can tell," and walked back into apartment 404. 2 nights later, I found a piece of paper slipped under my door. No envelope, just a folded page. It said, 2:14 a.m., you stopped moving. That was it. No name, no explanation. I checked my phone. My sleep tracking app showed I fell asleep at 2:13 a.m. I didn't sleep at all after that. After the note, the knocking changed. Sometimes it was scratching. Sometimes slow dragging sounds. Once I heard breathing. Not loud. Not close to the wall, but inside it. Like lungs pressing against drywall. I called the building manager. He told me apartment 404 had been occupied for over 15 years. Same tenant, no complaints. "No one's ever had a problem with him," he said. That night, I heard something new. A whisper. My name. From inside the wall. I broke. One afternoon, while my neighbor was gone, I picked the lock to apartment 404. The door opened too easily. Inside, the apartment was almost empty. No couch, no TV, no bed, just notebooks, hundreds of them, stacked against the walls, each labeled with apartment numbers, 401, 402, 403. Mine. I opened one. Every page was filled. Dates, times, 403. Fell asleep at 1:58 a.m. 403. Nightmare. Heart rate increased. 403. Whispered help in sleep. I flipped faster. My dreams were written there. Dreams I had never told anyone. On the last page, written in fresh ink, 403, ready. I didn't go back to my apartment. I sat in my car watching the building. At 2:16 a.m., the light in apartment 404 turned on. Then off, then on again. My phone vibrated, a text from an unknown number. "You're not in bed." Another message followed. "That's not safe." The building lights went out. All of them. Except my bedroom. Something moved behind my curtain. I never went back inside. The police searched apartment 404. They found the notebooks. They found microphones inside the walls. They found breathing vents connecting directly to my bedroom, but they never found my neighbor. The apartment is empty now. Still, every night, at 2:17 a.m., someone knocks on the wall of apartment 403. Knock, 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 as if checking whether I'm asleep. I thought leaving would save me. I was wrong. For 3 weeks, I slept in my car. Different streets, different parking lots, different hours. I never slept longer than 20 minutes. Every time I drifted off, my phone would vibrate. No number, no caller ID, just one message. "Too light." Another night. "You're almost there?" I deleted my sleep tracking app. The messages still new. Eventually, exhaustion won. I rented a studio apartment across the city, different building, different floor. No shared walls. I told myself it was over. The first night I slept. Deep, uninterrupted. No knocking, no whispers. I woke up crying with relief. Then I checked my phone, a single notification. Timestamp, 2:17 a.m. The next night, I heard it, not from the walls, from above. Slow movement, dragging. Something heavy shifting directly over my bed. There was no apartment above mine, just storage. I pressed my ear to the ceiling. I heard breathing. Familiar breathing. The same rhythm I heard through the wall back in apartment 403. I set up a camera. Infrared. Audio recording on. I told myself this time I would catch it. That night I slept. Or I thought I did. I woke up sitting straight. My body cold. My phone was gone. The camera light was off. The ceiling above me was scratched. Long lines, like fingernails testing the surface. In the morning, my phone was back on the table. Charging, a new video saved. Timestamp, 2:16 a.m. The footage showed my bedroom, me, sleeping. Then, the ceiling bent, not cracked. Bent inward like soft skin. A shape pressed through, human-shaped, but too thin, too long. It didn't climb down, it leaned. Its face stopped inches from mine. Its mouth opened, and it whispered, "My sleep patterns." I stopped running. I went back to apartment 403. The building was boarded up, condemned. I broke in. Apartment 404 was gone. Not empty. Gone, no door, just a solid wall. But I could hear breathing inside it. I placed my hand against the drywall. It knocked back 3 times. That night, I finally understood. It wasn't watching me, it was learning me. Sleep was the only time my body stopped resisting, the only time it could get close enough. The final message came at 2:17 a.m. "Now you stay still."